So there's this feature built into Windows called Sandbox. In my experience, most people don't know about this, but it's such a useful feature that I have to spread the word. So what Sandbox does is it lets you test out new software or visit sites in an environment where you don't really put your computer at risk, but yet you're using your computer. So let's take a look. I'll show you how that works. So to turn this feature on, you have to click the Start button, and you can search for Turn, and then you're going to select where it says Turn Windows Features On or Off. Let's click that. You're going to get a prompt to enter admin credentials. You just have to do that. And then when this loads, just scroll down and go to where it says Windows Sandbox. Enables dependencies required to run Windows Sandbox scenarios. So you check this off, you click OK, then you'll get a prompt that you have to reboot once this thing is done searching for required files. Now it says applying changes, and we have to reboot. After rebooting, let's go straight to the Start button and type Sandbox. Here we'll see Windows Sandbox. This is a new option. We just turned it on in Windows. So let's go ahead and left click this. Just word of warning, the first time you launch this, it'll take a bit of time. Subsequent launches will be quicker. That's what happened in my experience. So here we have Windows Sandbox loading, and we'll see what it's like in a moment. Seeing double here? Yeah, well that's because it's a virtual machine. So a virtual machine is just a computer running within another computer. So in this case, this Windows Sandbox window here contains another copy of the Windows operating system that we're currently using, but it doesn't have anything installed beyond what comes installed by default. So for example, if I click and search here and look for Edge, Edge is installed, okay? But if I actually go and look for Chrome, Chrome is not installed because that doesn't come installed with Windows by default. So basically what this thing is like an incognito tab for a computer. So in your browser, when you pop open an incognito tab or a private tab, just to test something, visit some sites that you don't want to be remembered in the history, well, you know you can close those windows and then the browser kind of forgets about it, right? Well, this is the same thing, except it's in Windows. I feel like I'm repeating myself here, but essentially it means that if you install apps here, or if you visit sites here within this sandbox, a second you close this window, this little X here, are you sure you want to close the Windows Sandbox? Once Windows Sandbox is closed, all of its content will be discarded and permanently lost. Now that's powerful. We don't really need it for visiting sites because we have browsers that have that nice feature, you know? But when it comes to installing applications, let's say I want to test an application, but I don't want to install it on my real computer because I don't know if I'm going to keep it. Applications install files, they install folders, they sometimes play with the registry. If I'm just going to try it and then ditch it, I don't want my computer to remember that. I don't want to trust that the vendor is going to uninstall things properly. I'd like to vet it first. And Windows Sandbox is perfect for that. So I'm going to press cancel here. And then I'm going to go to File Explorer. I'm going to go to Downloads. Now keep in mind, I'm on my actual computer right now, right? Here's the setup for Opera. Opera is a browser I used a long time ago, and I haven't used it in a while. So let's say I want to try it, right? So to try it, I'm going to copy this file from my actual computer. I did Control-C here. I'm going to click into the Sandbox window. I'm going to do Control-V. So Opera pops up here. I'm going to go and close this Downloads window. So now Opera setup is on the Windows Sandbox desktop. I'm going to double-click that thing. And we're going to install it as if it's our computer. I'm going to just click Accept and Install. I'm going to say Accept here. So now I'm playing around with their little installer here. I'm just going to say dark because that's the only right answer. All right, you know what? I'll just say later. Let's just skip ahead to the browser. And here's Opera. So let's go to google.ca. For the sake of comparison, I go on my actual computer and I search for Opera. Do I have it? Nope. I just have the .exe that I downloaded, right? So where I do have it is on the Sandbox. So again, if I press this, type Opera, Opera browser is in fact installed. Okay, so let's say I use it and I don't want to keep it. As I've explained a few times already, just press this, the X, and then click OK. That's it. There's no trace of Opera on my actual computer other than the download. I'll include a link in the description so you guys can read more on this feature. And if you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm here to help. Have a good one.